Good morning, this is my March plot tour and I'm starting from the other end now to try and keep the shadows behind me. Across this bed I have broad beans growing nicely, more broad beans, and then the last of the leeks which are ticking along okay. I've been emptying out one of my compost bins and so my wheelbarrow is full of lumpy compost that I'm going to put on top of the next lot of potatoes that I plant. And there I have peas already put in and some perpetual spinach that I've just had to water because we've had such a hot dry period lately, and I've had to put more water that I had collected, rainwater, and also water that I've stood from the tap for a few days into my pond. Over here I have planted my new potatoes. So they are nestling underneath that bed of half-rotted woodchips at the moment. Obviously there's compost on top of that. And this bed, in a couple of weeks, will have my main crop potatoes in. I have the sound of running water going into this compost bin because it had completely dried out. We have very sandy soil here. And it's very easy for things to dry out very quickly. So the garlic is growing well, and I've covered up this bed with fleece because I've just watered it and it will have my carrots and my baby onions in it next week, so just wanted to keep the moisture in. These are my onions that are doing very well. More perpetual spinach. I'm letting the red Russian kale go to seed, and you can see there's some really pretty little flowers there. Aren't they lovely? Rhubarb is magnificent. The sprouts I've left for now. Got more, well, quite a lot of purple sprouting broccoli growing. And I've also got a Romanesco. They're struggling a bit with the heat, so I think I'll whack some more water on it before we go. Lunchtime. The kale is really just about over now, but I'm letting the birds have the last bits of it. But to replace it, we've got lots of spring cabbages on the way. And more purple sprouting broccoli over on this bed, and some more kale sprouts which I've discovered are absolutely yummy to eat. So it's very hot and it's very dry for the last week of March. Not right, but I've still got a really pretty little patch of primulas there that have self-seeded. So things are definitely picking up. I've got lots of seeds growing at home. I don't really want to plant anything out in this really hot, dry weather, so I'm going to give it a few weeks yet.